Hello, everybody, and welcome to the JH Show. It is another fun episode, another fun week. I got to turn my notification settings off because if I don't, it gets annoying. So, you hear all the notifications from every Discord that I'm in. All right, so glad to be back. Glad you guys are here. How you doing, Jaden?
Pretty good, man.
Good.
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing good. Chair, you got a new camera. How's that? It looks pretty good. Very crisp.
It
I like
does.
that. Put that mic
You're
next
still
to your head.
way too far
Put
from
that
your
mic next to your
bro.
head.
I don't have a boom. This is as close as it gets.
Gotta get him a boom. They're nice, especially for desktops. Ugh. Like
Yeah.
is yours a flex? Like which one do you have, Jaden, for your mic? Okay, wow. Okay, cool. That's nice.
Yeah, all of the ones that I bought
Stand.
like yours, I have like 5 of them that are broken. They
Oh,
just
yeah?
can't
They
hold the
snap
weight
off?
of the mics.
Really?
They fail to they
Huh.
just break.
Interesting.
Mine mics are heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this one's been good. But the one I had a while back, it snapped off of the mount. Like it literally at the base of the mount on this
Yep.
mic, it snapped.
I've had some do that as well.
And I'm like, what the fuck? That was my old one. I had 2 of them because I had a couple mics that came with these stands, and the other one broke, and I was like, what the fuck? Why?
Yeah.
Why me? But yeah, the Game Awards happened tonight. They're live right now. We were talking about it before the podcast started, and there's a few games that are coming out that I'm like, these look pretty good. There's a new Death Stranding coming out that I'm like, okay. There's a new Bayonetta game coming out. I can't remember. There's a ton of games coming out, and a lot of them are.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh
Looking
yeah,
forward to that
the
one.
new Jedi, the new Star Wars game. That one actually looks pretty good. Were there any that stood out to you, Jaden?
The only one that really caught my eye, of course, I've only watched like maybe 2 minutes worth of while I was eating my food, but Blue Protocol looks pretty good.
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
looking for a new MMO, and it's made by Amazon and the same people who made that like Gundam like Overwatch game or whatever. If y'all remember that, it looked pretty good. Like
Okay.
any game
Yeah.
where you can customize an anime-looking character will do really well, at least for a little while.
I mean, look at
until the
Genshin
hype.
Impact. Look at Genshin Impact
Right.
as an example of
Right.
that, dude.
And it
Holy
reminded me
shit.
a lot of Genshin Impact.
Yeah.
At least like the boss fights and like the combat style and like the effects and shit. So
Right.
if it's anything like Genshin Impact, then it could be pretty promising. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I look forward to seeing that play out. There's so many new games that I was watching, and they're releasing all the premieres and stuff, and I'm like, there's so many games to play coming in March. Like most of these are in March, and I'm like, what's in March? I guess they have their big sale, but what?
A lot of businesses' fiscal year starts in April, so end of year
okay.
would be March for a lot of. End of year
Gotcha.
targets get the game released by March.
That's why. Okay, that makes sense. There's so many, but the one thing that I was kind of disappointed about was a lot of these really, really good games are console only at the moment, but there were a couple announcements of releases for PC, including The Last of Us Part 1, which is now available remastered for the PC, I guess I should say. So that looks good. I've played both 1 and 2. I love they're just phenomenal games. There's so many games out there that have come out recently. God of War Ragnarok, I have yet to play that one. I've played the first one, but the second one looks great too. There was the new Dark Pictures anthology games. Do you like those? Like Until Dawn was one of them. Let's see, what was it? There's been a few. Little Hope, Man from Medan, and the newest one, which is like The Devil in Me, or
Oh yeah, I've been
Yeah.
watching people play that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
and I love those type of games where the choices you make as a player affect the whole storyline because you feel like such
Yeah.
a piece of shit for getting the players killed. You're like, oh my god, I
Yeah.
don't care. Like, I'm so mad. Like, you get invested in the story and then they die, and you're like, fuck, I chose wrong. Yeah, no, the Game Awards, man, they're still going right now, and I was watching the chat. So on Steam, if you register, you can get a Steam Deck. They're giving a Steam Deck away every minute, and so you go onto Steam, you could register, and while this stream is going, you have to be watching the stream to win, but the bots came into the stream and just completely took over. Like the bots are all winning the Steam Decks, which is
Bro,
pretty
that's
funny.
fucked.
Like it's like user and then a shit ton of numbers. Congratulations on winning. That's all it's been for the past like hour. I'm like, this is so stupid, man. What's the point? Somebody can just come in with bots and steal all the Steam Decks. It's like so dumb. Just let's throw in a bunch of fucking bots and win some shit. But now it looks like they might be picking people. No, there's another bot. It's just, God.
Unlucky.
But I'm registered and I have it running in the background, so I'm not even worried about it. There's a new Horizon game coming out. I saw the trailer for that. Horizon Zero Dawn, I've played. It is fantastic. I didn't play the second one, but now they're working on the third one. There isn't a release date yet, but it is in the works and it looks really cool. I was looking at some of the gameplay for that. So there was I'm trying to think of how many games. Oh, there's so many games. Oh, what awards did you guys notice that yeah, let me talk about this. Arcane won an award. Did you see that, Jaden?
No, I didn't.
Arcane won the award for best adaptation. And I was
believe
like,
that.
let's go. I loved Arcane.
Phenomenal
It was
show.
so good. I was very, very happy that they actually won that because it was Chair and I just got done watching it a couple days ago, but it was I was just glad they won an award. Sorry, I'm trying to type in chat, but it wants me to log in. How you doing, chat? I see you. Don't think I don't. I see you over there. I just, for some reason, it wants me to log in, and I don't know the credentials because I'm logged in on Twitch, but it won't let me type in chat. So, kind of annoying. I guess I could just pull up the Twitch.
That's weird.
Let me do that. I'll pull up the Twitch so I can chat with everybody. But yeah, the Game Awards are going on right now. If you want to jump to those and watch them while you're watching this, there's a bunch of new games being released, and I can't wait to, have an overview of what's being released. And I really want to see the new Elder Scrolls. I'm waiting for it, but I've got to wait patiently, man, because the engine they're trying to build for that game is fucking massive. I mean, it's going to be crazy. And
Speaking of new engines, did you notice how Fortnite is now running on Unreal Engine 5.1 or whatever?
yeah, it's...
That's pretty crazy.
Fuck. Do you play Fortnite at all? I've played quite a bit, but it's too easy
I play
for
quite
me.
a bit, but
too
I
easy.
don't play it regularly.
It's just too easy for me. I can't...
I think it just gets too repetitive, as
Yeah.
all battle royales do. They just
It does get
repetitive
old
and I
after
lose
a while.
interest.
Oh, God. It does get old after a while, and especially when you're somewhat decent at them. I struggle with Fortnite because it's when they updated the game and they took out building. I was like, okay, we could do this. I could play this game like a normal battle royale now, but it was so easy. No one knows how to aim. I'm just like, you can't aim, you're gonna die. They're like, oh shit, on a console, like, oh fuck. Speaking of consoles, my dog, love her to death, but she did a little chewy on my controller, and it's now in disarray. But she likes chewing on shit. She's very, very interesting.
Did y'all fix your door frame?
Not yet. I've gotta buy a new trim and everything, but yeah. That dog's a handful. least she's chill when I'm playing League. She'll just sit on the bed, which is nice. I'm like, hello, pupper. She'll chew on her chew toys and stuff. She's a handful though. Yeah. So okay, let me pull up a list of what is going to be released because I want to talk about a few of them. Oh shit! I pulled up the wrong one. I need this one. Here we go. All right, new games coming out. Here we go. So, why is it giving? Why does Google give me all the modern stuff that's already come out? I need
Speaking
to know.
of,
Here's IGN. There we go.
have y'all seen that new AI bot that you can literally ask it anything and it'll instantly give you results, like curated, like really good results, like Chat GPS or Chat CBS or
I have
something. But
not.
it's like an AI that just released 6 days ago.
Oh,
And it's already got over 1 million users. You can literally type in. I saw this one TikTok today. This guy's like, write me a Drake song that talks about not wanting chili in his beans in his chili or something like that. And it literally wrote in Drake's like the way that Drake songs typically
Right.
go about a song about beans and chili, like that, like
what the
instant.
fuck?
It's crazy. People are
Kinda
using it
creepy.
to like they'll paste their code in, like if they have like compiler errors, they'll like paste their code in and it will fix it for them. It'll tell them, hey, this is where you went wrong. This is going to like revolutionize humanity. People will be writing code instantly, like, hey, I want a code that will allow me to do this and this, and it'll be like, okay, boom, there it is.
Not only that, but Neuralink within the next 6 months is going to human trials.
Yep.
What
I saw that
the
they made
fuck?
some recent breakthroughs.
What the fuck, bro? I watched a fucking reveal on it, and there's a monkey. So they show the monkey like learning how to play Pong, right, with a joystick. Then they put the implant in, and he does it with his fucking mind. And I was like, "Are you kidding me? Are you shitting me?
Black
What?
Mirror is around the corner.
What?
Dude.
What
Yep.
the fuck? I was just like, oh my god. They just announced it like this last month that they were going to human trials within 6 months, and I was like, what is happening in my lifetime? I'm gonna see some crazy shit. Like, oh god. What-
Yeah.
Okay, so figuratively, what if Neuralink becomes safe? Everybody starts using it, becomes mainstream. What do you think it can bring to the table, like as far as a technology, if you will?
I think it will definitely, because it was originally intended to like eliminate paralysis, blindness, like human conditions. But obviously it's going to be way bigger than that. And I think it will be like the next stage. So if you think about it right now, anyone who's got a smartphone is already in some sort of like symbiotic relationship with
Yeah.
technology. And it's like if you implant it directly into your brain, it's like 50-50 at this point. Like you're becoming less and less human, and it's like you're superhuman. Like you're above the average human in terms of like what you're like able and capable of doing.
Yeah.
And like I remember Elon was like talking about it to Joe Rogan. He was like, we won't even need language at that point. If everyone used it, you could like just communicate
Yeah.
better than words. Because with words, you have to think about them, you have to interpret the right words, and then you got to understand what the person was saying and the way they said it. And it's like now you can just see directly
It's
into them,
crazy.
like your emotion, your intention, like. And so it will completely change reality in many ways.
I
But
hope.
I don't think I could ever do it because
Really?
hacking exists. Like say like
That's
some
true.
hacker in somewhere in the world
That's
like
true.
figured out, oh, your brain is connected to this Wi-Fi. Let me get in there and make you kill yourself,
That's
or
true.
make you fucking go
Fucking
rob a bank.
Black
Like,
Mirror, dude. Like
that's why I'm never doing it. I feel like I would become like I would lose my autonomy at that point.
Fuck. What if
Like
they
I would
ma-
always constantly be thinking about it.
What if it got so advanced you wouldn't have to have it implanted and you can just like a phone, right? Just it's there. Whereas like in Black Mirror where they have the little ones that just touch the side of your head. What if it was like that? Would you still be opposed to it?
I would, because like anytime, like I would be consciously aware. Anytime that thing is attached to my mind, I'm susceptible to being like hacked and like exploited and used
That is
and
true.
like at the mercy of someone else, and I don't like that.
You know, and we say that now, and a lot of people like in reviews about this news coming out were like, they're, and Joe Rogan has said it too. When it comes to new world-changing shit, people are very cautious about it and have right to be. But like they're scared of that technology, right? When we first started creating trains, right? The people were worried that if you went 30 miles an hour, your body would split apart, right? So I don't know, you know, if, but like you said, technology is a fickle thing. It can do great things as you know, but it can also go in a south, like it just goes south so fast. Look at Twitter. Look at Twitter, dude. Twitter started out great. It was so much fun, and then it's just everyone's just shit posting. And it's like, oh my god. Twitter's but now it's owned by Elon Musk, so that's, you know, that's a change. But I I don't know. There's that thing. It's too good to be true. You know, if you, it's like in the back of my mind. I'm like, too good to be true. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off a minute because what if Elon Musk is the Antichrist? I mean, like, what the fuck?
Right. And something
You
like
know?
that, like when you get it implanted, you can't take that shit out on your own. You might
Right.
kill yourself. You know, you
Right.
might rewire your brain in the wrong way. Like this shit goes into your brain.
Under your skin, yeah.
like
It's
under your
fucking-
skin, under your skull, like the little tendrils like go
Yeah.
into your brain. Like
And
who's
then
to
I was
say, like
I was telling Chair today at work, I was like, what happens if you were like running, you tripped, you fell, you hit your head, and you were paralyzed before you had the implant, and then you get the implant, you can walk again, things are going great, then you're running, you trip, eat shit, smack your head, and then it loosens those fragile wires, and you're paralyzed again. Like,
not only that, but it's literally something that you have to charge.
I know, yeah. Wireless charging.
So what if
yeah.
it dies? Like if it
I
doesn't
know,
work
right? You're like
24/7, what are you fucking like cooking at 3 a.m. and it turns off and you're just like, oh, I'm paralyzed again. Like I can't finish my food. My house catches on
I
fire.
can't
Like
walk. Oh god.
I mean, that's a lot to think about.
Yeah.
And they're gonna make special pillows that charge them while you sleep.
I
like they gotta
know.
like. It's just crazy, man. I for this type of technology, give it 100 years, then maybe I'll try it out.
I don't know if with the way technology has advanced in our lifetimes alone, it's already advancing and expanding more rapidly and faster than, say, the technology of like World War II, right? We had this giant technology boom when World War II happened because we had to create all this technology so we could fight an enemy, and you know, so there was a lot of innovation. Whereas something like this, you know, and with technology now, look at technology now. Look at this shit. Look at this thing. Look at it. what in my lifetime, this thing has taken over everybody. So it's, I don't know. It's crazy, the world we live in right now. Chair, what do you think about Neuralink?
What do I think about Neuralink?
Yeah.
I haven't really, other than what you guys have said about it, I haven't looked into it that much. But when we were talking about it earlier, like when it breaks, imagine the people you're with, like, what
Right.
just happened?
Yeah, no idea that you got the implant, and then fuck. Yeah, you're like, oh yeah.
Like someone asks you a math question and you're just like, that would be 1,175,860. Like,
Right? Right? Oh fuck.
It's
Like,
crazy.
It's nuts. But I mean, language would be non-existent at that point. I mean, individual language would be non-existent at that point, which is really cool. Because as a bilinguist myself, being able to speak every language, holy shit, that'd be dope.
Or none at all. You can just
Yeah.
look at them and like communicate.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
Because if there's a Bluetooth connection, like I remember the last update I watched, they're
God.
like, it's now Bluetooth connection. Like you can connect to your phone. and,
Yeah.
like, so if you can do that to other devices, like you could literally connect to someone else's mind, like read their minds.
Yeah. I mean, all lies would be out the window. Con artists are gone. I mean, you can't lie to somebody anymore with that technology because you're completely transparent. So that would be great. But like you said, there is that fear of, oh, other people are in my head now. They get to know what I'm thinking, and
Yeah,
like
and
on
as
first
faulty as
instinct.
Bluetooth is.
Yeah, and off instinct. Like you see somebody, your first thought about somebody's terrible. Like I don't, most of the time you
Well,
see
not
somebody,
always.
not always, but a majority of the time you wouldn't want to say it to that person. You know what I
Like
mean?
your judgments of them, like your first
Exactly.
impressions are
Exactly.
critical.
And if you were to put that in, they immediately like you interface, right? Your first thought
That would change society
right?
as a whole.
Exactly. So
Well,
there,
at least for some. Because like some cultures
yeah,
don't give a fuck. Some are just rude,
yeah. But
Like yeah.
cyberpunk, it's on its way.
Black Mirror and
cybernetic
Cyberpunk, dude.
cybernetic
If the Earth
augmentation,
sur-
dude.
Yeah.
That's already. I mean, it's already on the way. Like cybernetic augmentation.
It's on the horizon,
Oh my
dude.
god. Did you see another nominee for best adaptation in video games? We were talking about the Game Awards earlier. Best adaptation for from video game to show there was another one in the category. Arcane won, but Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Did you watch Edge Runners?
No, the anime?
It was really good. It's on Netflix.
I heard it was.
I really enjoyed it. Traven, who's been on the show a few times, he introduced me to it because I played Cyberpunk, but I didn't know about the show until he told me, and I was like, oh, we'll check it out. We binge watched it the whole night. Pretty good show. I like the art style and stuff. But I was so happy Arcane won because I felt it was deserved. Honestly, it is
It was very good.
so well written. The art style,
Animation was
amazing.
top tier. Yeah.
Just amazing, and just you get to see the start of the lore. I'm a big lore guy. I love lore, and so with Arcane, there's so much depth in characters, and then you tie it back into League of Legends. I'm a big League of Legends lore guy. I love all that shit because it just adds more depth to the game. When you're playing the game and you get to see these champions on the field, and you're like, hey, I know where that champion's from. It adds a little more depth and a little more fun to the game. Season 2 of Arcane is coming sometime in 2023. We don't know when, unless they've released a release date, but I haven't heard anything yet. But I am very excited for Season 2. We're going to see confirmed, we're going to see Warwick. We're going to see references at least to Ezreal, so that'll be cool. And then we'll be following the same group for majority of the show. So I'm very excited to see Season 2. Because the cliffhanger, I hate when shows do a giant cliffhanger. They did a cliffhanger on us on this one. Chair, what were your thoughts? You'd never seen it till we watched it. What were your thoughts of Arcane?
Like, it exceeded my expectations by a long shot for a show that's based on a video game.
Yeah. What'd you think of? Did you have favorite characters? The story? Like, what do you think of it in depth? I guess.
I really liked Milo, and then he died in like episode 2. I
Very
thought Jinx pretty cool too,
Jinxes.
and Silco.
I like Silco. I sympathize with Silco, and that's why I love the show. Is because as you're watching it, you're like, "This is a bad guy, but he's not a bad guy." You know what I mean? Like, he has a heart, and you kind of feel for his side of the story as well. And there's a scene where he's outside the well of like Vander's statue, and he's like, "How did you do it, man? What the fuck?" And I'm like, that's just the depth of the story is so well done and well written, and I love it. Jaden, I don't think I've ever asked you about Arcane, but I know you said you watched it, but you didn't finish, right?
Yeah, so I was watching it with two friends, and we were all like, "Don't watch it until we're all ready to watch it together." And so we got to like the last episode and never watched like the last episode, and I just kind of associated that with those people, and it didn't end well, so I never watched the last episode. But yeah, the animation is fucking amazing. The
Amazing.
voice acting, god tier. Like, I don't remember all the characters' names at this point, but like the main like Jinx and her sister, the dad, his voice is
Vander.
so good,
Vander, yeah.
so good.
It's just the design of, man, it's just crisp. I'm just blown away every time I watch it. And there's some scenes in that show that I'm like, fuck, that is getting my emotions
Yeah.
going, man. Like
They wrote the backstory for Jinx like so well. Like you can't help but totally be like, yeah, I would have snapped too. Like
yeah,
I would have snapped and probably done some crazy shit too, you know?
fuck. And then you get Silco, who's like, we'll show them all. Now she's evil. It's like, fuck, no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the story's so good, and I can't wait for season 2. It's probably gonna be one of the most anticipated shows in gaming community, because it was, I mean, not even it was talked about on ESPN. I mean, that's how big this show was. It was talked about by sports analysis people. It came up during a football game. One of the commentators was like, "Hey, so there's a new show out. It's an animated series called Arcane." And I was like, "What? I'm watching a football game, and these guys are talking about it." That's how good of a show it is. I think personally, it is the Game of Thrones of animated shows. I love it that much. It's just
It's a big statement.
I would say it is for sure of animated series. It's got to be the Game of Thrones of that. It's for sure. It's just so good. Well done, well written, and I loved it. So let's get to a few games coming out in 2023. In February, we have Hogwarts Legacy, which actually looked pretty good. I did see.
It did look pretty good.
I did see.
Hope it's not a wash.
Some trailers of it. It looks pretty good. There's a lot of magic, a lot of spells that are usable, and I do like to see that. I've been a big Harry Potter fan since I was a kid, so I played on PC years ago. Like I think it was the 2004 Harry Potter game that came out. It was so janky, but at the time I was like, "Oh, these graphics are great!" You just do simple mechanics, but it was super fun. So that'll be cool. That comes out February 10th. I'm just looking down the list here. Oh yeah, PlayStation VR 2 comes out February 22nd next year. Now I saw the trailer for PlayStation VR 2, and the VR is getting nuts, dude. Like the VR world is crazy. Like tonight, they're doing, after the Game Awards, they're gonna do a virtual concert with Aurora. So they announced that during the show, and I was like, wow, you can join on your phone and stuff. And I was like,
That's sick.
Aurora's really cool, and to have like a virtual concert, which I being in the VR community, I'm used to virtual concerts. But for people that aren't mainstream to that or have a VR, being able to have access to virtual connection like that and being able to see people virtually and at a show, I guess they have their own, it's like a platform for it. But I was like, that's really cool. Get more people interested in doing something like that, because the more that kind of entertainment is more mainstream, the better us DJs have it. And I like that, because it gives us a chance to shine. Whereas, the virtual, because we went to a party a couple weeks ago or a weekend ago, and I was telling them, yeah, I DJ, and they were like, really? I was like, yeah, I do it all virtually for the most part. And they were like, really? I'm like, yeah. And they were like, wait, like in VR? I was like, yeah. And I pull up a video of my my DJing. And they're like, so you do this virtually at a club? And I'm like, yeah. They were like, in VR? I'm like, yeah. They were like,
It's such a fun time explaining VR
I know.
like shit to
Yeah.
people who never touched it. They're like, what?
they're like,
Crazy.
well, and then in the stream we were watching, that you could see the people running around the club and stuff and dancing and stuff. They're like, those are real people. I'm like, yeah, they've all got their headsets
Dude.
on, they're in the world, and they're like, holy shit. And they're like,
Imagine going back in time to like the Victorian era and slapping a fucking index on like.
people would have a heart attack, dude. They wouldn't know
Oh
what
my god.
they've been portaled to, and I don't think they're mental. I don't think they mentally could handle it. In all honesty, I don't think their
They would probably
brains-
think it's witchcraft.
Yeah, they probably think it was crazy shit. They're like, what is this Google Box technology? I'm just kidding.
Google Box. Is that a Rick and Morty?
Rick and Morty reference.
You've been keeping up with the new episodes?
Yes, yeah, I gotta actually watch episode 9. It just came out, so I need to see that. The new season's a little wacky, if I'm not gonna lie.
It is. It's different.
it's
like Rick's
different.
being a good guy in some cases. Like that's
Somehow.
so like not on brand for him. But I
Yeah.
like the character development, but also I kind of like the fact that he was so heartless at the same time.
Oh yeah, no, he was well, and then I don't want to spoil the show because people probably I don't know if people have seen season 6 yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't spoil it. They're still coming out.
All 3 of us are pretty much caught up, so it's there's so many good scenes in the show that I'm like, there's a dinosaur episode, which I won't go into more detail than that, but that's a fun one. That's a fun one. I was like, I like that. There, Rick and Morty. I was showing Chair here today, and one of their kind of Adult Swim made a Australian version of Rick and Morty. It's really cursed, but it is super funny, and I think it's Rick and Morty's Bushwhack Adventure or something like that. And if you haven't seen it, there's a 12-minute clip of it on YouTube on Adult Swim's channel, so go check that out. It's funny as shit. Get in the fucking car, Morty. Get in the fucking car. The fucking
I bet.
Summer and Beth run out. He doesn't want to go with you. He fucking hates you. Get in the fucking car, Morty. It's fucking go check it out. It's great. It's fucking Rick and Morty's Bushwhack Adventure or something like that. But very cursed Rick and Morty episode. All right, back to the games. A Destiny 2 Lightfall expansion coming out February 28th. Very excited for that because I play Destiny 2. It looks so good. They completely revamped kind of the story arc they went with. And before, you've had all these dark kind of creatures, that you're gonna fight. Now it's kind of with the Lightfall expansion, it looks a lot more vibrant as far as what you're gonna face enemy wise and story wise. So I'm very excited to see Destiny 2 Lightfall coming out on the 28th. Dead Island 2. Okay, now there was. Did you ever play Dead Island, Jaden? No. I played Dead Island when it first came out. It was fun as shit. Then you had Riptide, which was an absolute fail. Never was released. And then it did get released. And then now they're making 2. So, and it's based in LA, I think, which a lot of people were upset about. And I'm like, I know it's got to be Dead Island, but LA's kind of a fun scene to shoot in, so I don't know. We'll see. I like it's a zombie survival, but it's always been one of my favorites. The Dead Island series, I guess, as it is, but super fun. Let's see. Diablo 4 was announced today, so these are to be announced. We don't have a release date for these, the ones I'm going to mention. Among Us VR is going to be announced. I don't know how that's going to be.
Among Us VR, people are already playing that.
Yeah. Oh, is it already out?
Yeah, I've already seen tons of TikTok content on people. Like the consumer definitely has been playing that one for a little bit.
Okay, so that one might be released. I don't know how recent this has been updated, but so some of these may have been released, and I don't know. Dune. Yeah, the Dune game. Did you see the trailer for that? That looks interesting. I don't know how it'll be based upon the movie, but we watched the movie. Chair, did you go with me to that? Did we watch Dune? I'm pretty sure you went with us to Dune.
I don't think
You did?
watched Dune.
No? Okay. It might have been Traven then. But we went and watched Dune, the new one. I wasn't ready for how long that movie was gonna be, dude. I'm sitting in the theater and I'm like, oh, it's midnight already? What the fuck? Oh my god, we're just sitting in the movie theater for like 3 hours. I was like, Jesus Christ. How long is this movie? Good movie though. So they're making a game for that. These are PS4, PS5 games to be announced. The Final Fantasy. They're gonna do that one. 14, is it? I believe.
16.
Oh, 16. It is 16. Cool. That's coming out. I wonder how that one's gonna be, because I played 15 and loved it. I loved 15. It's probably my favorite personally, but 7's good. I loved 7, but 15 has got to be my favorite. I just loved it. I don't know. Did you play, Jaden? Did you play any of the Final Fantasies?
I only played 14 for about a month because my
Oh, yeah.
friends like wanted me to get into it, and then they quit. So I was like, well, I'm gonna quit. But yeah, Final Fantasy 14 is a really popular one I hear.
Yeah.
But my buddy grew up playing all the other ones. I never played them.
I've played every single one up to date, so 15's got to be my favorite. I don't know why. Just I loved it. Let's see. There's a few. Oh yeah, the big one. A lot of people are talking about this one. Marvel Spider-Man 2, 2023. This one looks pretty good, and I was excited to see that, but it was also released side by side with Marvel's Wolverine. And they're making a new Wolverine game, and I hope it better be badass. I love Wolverine as a character. He's always been one of my favorite chaotic neutral, I guess. What would you call what would you say he is? Like a chaotic neutral or chaotic I don't know.
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah. Wolverine's, his character is he's fun. And they're making kind of tying back into Wolverine, the new Deadpool coming out, Deadpool 3 with Wolverine.
The movie?
Yeah. Yeah, and
So we're into movies as well.
yeah.
I missed that.
Well, I was tying it into this game cuz Wolverine's going to be in the new Deadpool, and I'm very excited about that. So,
Who they got playing them?
why can't I think of his name? Same actor.
He's getting so old though.
I
I've
know.
seen him like
What is his name? Why can't I think of his name?
the guy from The Greatest Showman.
Yeah. What is it?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh
Thank you.
Jackman.
Yeah, yeah.
I never would have thought of that.
Yeah, I was drawing a blank. I could see his face, but yeah, no. Hugh
Yeah.
Jackman is going to be playing the Wolverine in the new Deadpool movie, which I'm excited about. I love Deadpool. I've seen the first and second, so the third one should be fun. But yeah, that's coming out. Oh, apparently there's a Silent Hill 2 remake coming out. I like horror games. Silent Hill was terrifying, just visually stunning, I would say. I liked Silent Hill. I love the first Silent Hill more than the second. That's personal opinion, though. But they're making a remake. That's cool. We have the new Star Wars. We talked about that. I don't know. I guess it's like the last Jedi, I guess, where you're playing as this single Jedi, and you almost, from what I saw in the trailer from the Star Wars game, it's like you're almost like a Han Solo Jedi. It looked like if Han Solo was a Jedi, where you're just going after the Republic. It's or the Order. What? It's the Republic and
The Empire.
Empire. Yeah.
Public and separatists. Well,
Or do you mean the Federation and
The Federation. I don't know.
the Rebels and the Federation? I thought. I don't remember.
I don't
It's been a
remember.
while.
I don't think the rebels have formed yet, though. At the point that game takes place,
Really?
I think it's just the Empire.
Okay. That'll be interesting because it did show like the Dark Lord. What's his name? It's not Darth Maul, or what is his name?
Which one?
And maybe it's a new Sith Lord, but I'd have to look that up because I don't want to be wrong about it. But it looks like they have a new Sith Lord for that game, or an existing one, but
Oh yeah, it was probably one of the Inquisitors. They're
yeah.
like mini Sith kind of,
Mm,
not
okay.
actually Sith, but they use the Force.
Yeah. Oh, the new Street Fighter game? That looks
Yep.
good.
Street Fighter 6, I think.
Yeah. Tekken 8. Very happy about that one. I love Tekken. Tekken's been one of my favorites since I was a kid. And we went to, Chair and I and Traven and a bunch of us went to an arcade here in the city, and they have Tekken like 3, I think it is, on the arcade machines. And so I started playing and I kept going till I think like they have different levels where you fight individual champions. And I went to level 19 before I died. And Trace came over and was like, "You're still playing?" I'm like, "Yeah." Only on one token too. He's like, "Holy crap." I'm like, "Yeah, this is fun. I love Tekken." I always play Jack 6. If anyone knows who Jack 6 is, what up? I play Jack 6. He's fun. He's pretty broken because he's a giant robot, but he's fun. So there's a few games coming out. We have in December. These are Nintendo Switch games, which I don't have a Switch. I'd like one maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever play it honestly if I had a Switch, because I have a PC. I don't. That's the thing. I like. I would love to have some of these things, but at the same time, I'm like, I got the Master Race. I got a PC. I don't really need. I'll just wait for the game to come out on PC. I don't need to buy an individual console, and that's why I've been like putting off a PS5, because I don't need it. I've got a computer. Let's see. Oh, the new Legend of Zelda that comes out in May. Tears of the Kingdom. It won a few awards, and I think it was,
Most anticipated.
yeah, one of the most anticipated. So very excited. There's so many games coming out this next year, and Death Stranding 2, very excited for, because I love when games just build such a huge, just out of this world atmosphere. Destiny 2 did it. God of War did it. You know, these games that just make, you feel like you're in an entirely different universe. You're going through all these levels, fighting massive, just Goliath monsters, right? Things like that, where the environment is just so big, and you're able to take it all in as a player and play through all of that, but experience the beauty of the environment and the rendering capabilities we have now. It's insane what we can come up with. It's crazy. Oh man, someone just left oh god, it's a bot. It's a bot. Get that bot out of my chat. God damn it, I dropped my vape because I was looking at this bot. I don't want bots in my chat. Get free promotion for your channel. I'm good. We do it all organic here at Gearbolt Gaming. The JH Show. Every week. Every Thursday. Right here. Right now. Live. Live. It's Saturday night. No, I'm just kidding. You imagine opening Saturday Night Live? Fuck. Would you? Okay, so if you were to go on, this is way off topic, but I went through most of the games I wanted to talk about. Unless you guys wanted to talk about a game you saw that you're interested in, do that.
Pikmin 4 comes out next year.
Yeah,
I'm a
it
huge
does.
Pikmin fan.
Yeah, I know you're a Pikmin fan. Pikmin's
I
fun.
fucking love those games.
Pikmin's great.
They're so cute.
They're so cute. These happy little friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pikmin's cool.
The new wave of Mario Kart maps just dropped like pretty recently.
Oh, really?
So if you bought the pass and you're a Nintendo membership or whatever every month, and you get access to those. And I was watching someone stream it, and they look pretty good.
Yeah.
I used to, like, when I was bedridden for like 2 months, I got really, really good at Mario Kart. Like, 3-star cups on every map on every difficulty. And
I
like,
love Mario Kart, dude. I used to
look
play.
I would get so stoned and play the shit
Yeah.
out of that game,
Look at
dude.
Mario Kart. My sister, when it first came out on the Wii, and we had it a Wii, I would play that so much, and she hated it because every time we'd play, she'd try and knock me off the map, but I'd end up winning the whole race every time. She's like, why do I play with you? Like, get better,
Damn.
noob.
good.
Get good, noob. Yeah, Mario Kart's fun. She's probably way better at it than me now because I haven't played in a long time. So, I gave her the Wii because I don't need a console really. We got enough consoles here. I got an NES over there in the back. Blow a little dust off that boy. We'll play some Mario. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I was watching documentary on World War II. Like it was like a documentary of from start to finish, World War II from start to finish, and there was a lot of stuff that went down within the like 5 or 6 years from start to finish that I was like, well, actually, I'm trying to think of when the war started and ended. I guess it was 1944 from, I want to say, like 1941 to 44, so I guess 3 years. But the it's crazy. Like, I'm watching the documentary, I was like, there's so much that the school system doesn't even tell you about, and it's like, why aren't we teaching this? Like, I want to know where the history went, like the actual in-depth fun history. Because when I was in school, it was like, oh, here's history class, all right, well, let's read about this, like, and then fill out this paper. It wasn't in depth, and I like documentaries that are in depth and stuff. That's fun. There was speaking of World War II, did you hear about Kanye's little incident?
And apparently this is a pattern that he's done before. Like, he's got himself canceled and then immediately after releases like one of his most popular best-selling albums. And apparently like the most recent one that he's selling right now is like going viral as fuck right after he said all that whack shit.
Of course. Yeah, he probably set it up to be that way. I mean, honestly, Kanye has not been one of my favorite humans. Just he's said and done some stuff that I'm like, are you all right? Like, are you
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, do you need some professional assistance, like, in a good way? Because there's some stuff that you've said and done that I'm like, you should not. Don't even. I wouldn't even joke about some of the stuff you say. Like, it's just when you are on the Alex Jones show, which Alex Jones has said some pretty crazy stuff. But when you're on his show and he's the one that's trying to dial it back, that's when it's a problem. Like,
That guy said some really fucking weird
he
shit.
says some crazy shit. And when he's the voice of reason, that's when you know you fucked up. Like, what are you doing? And he wants to be called Ye now, I guess. Just Ye, not Kanye, but Ye. Why are we calling him Ye? Like,
It's all meaningless to me.
fucking Kanye. Very interesting times we're living in. Neuralink's becoming a thing. Kanye's apparently loving Hitler. And the Game Awards are happening, so crazy shit. And that is where we will leave this episode. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Oh man, what a fucking week. I didn't have a guest today, so I thought we'd talk about the Game Awards that are going on, and that was pretty much it. We got a lot of fun stuff planned. Like I said, Gearfest. Gearfest is coming up.
That's coming up.
End of next month. That's nuts. My birthday weekend, baby. So we're gonna have a good
Fuck yeah.
time. We're gonna get lit. I have a brand new set ready. It's probably the most complex set I've put together. There's so much. I just discovered I actually really enjoy death dubstep, or death step as it's called. It's very heavy. It's like death metal mixed with dubstep, and it's I recently discovered I enjoy it. I was like, this is pretty good shit. If I was really stoned, I would enjoy this.
Oh,
Yeah, like we went to that festival. Chair and I went to that festival, and the opening DJ of night 2 on Saturday was a DJ named Happ, Happ, and he's so good. It was so good to just listen to that like death step where it's just heavy headbanging shit, and it kind of hooked me. I was like, I gotta listen to more. So we got a brand new set coming for you for the festival. It's gonna be lit. Gearfest 2023. We are raising money for charity. We are raising money for the Fight for the Forgotten charity, and I look forward to being able to see what we can do as a community. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the JH Show. This has been another fun week. We got the boys here, and a lot of fun. We'll see you guys next week. Stay awesome, stay safe, rock on. Have a good one. Bye-bye.